April 2003, Blue John Canyon, Utah. A remote, beautiful, and unforgiving labyrinth of red rock. 27-year-old Aron Ralston was an expert outdoorsman. He was in his element, scaling down a narrow slot canyon. But he made one fatal mistake. He didn't tell anyone exactly where he was going. As he climbed down a narrow drop, a massive 800-pound boulder suddenly shifted. In a fraction of a second, the rock slammed down, crushing his right hand and pinning his arm against the canyon wall. He was trapped, suspended in the air, miles away from civilization. Panic set in, but Aron fought it. He calculated his supplies, 2 burritos and less than a liter of water. For the first 24 hours, he chipped away at the boulder with a cheap, dull multi-tool knife. It was useless. The rock wouldn't budge. Days turned into a freezing, agonizing nightmare. The temperature plummeted at night, and the desert sun baked him during the day. By day 3, he ran out of water. Desperation forced him to drink his own urine. By day 4, the hallucinations began. His body was shutting down. Knowing he was going to die, he used his camcorder to record a heartbreaking goodbye message to his family. He even carved his own name and estimated date of death into the sandstone wall. 127 hours had passed, over 5 days of unimaginable torture. Then, a sudden, brutal realization hit him. His cheap, dull knife couldn't cut through the bone of his arm. But he didn't need to cut the bone. He needed to break it. In a surge of primal, adrenaline-fueled survival instinct, Aron used his body weight to forcefully torque his trapped arm, snapping the radius and ulna bones. Then, using the 2-inch dull blade, he began the excruciating process of cutting through his own flesh, nerves, and muscle to amputate his lower arm. It took an hour of unimaginable agony, but when the final tendon was severed, he was free. Bleeding heavily and on the verge of shock, he rappelled down a 65-foot cliff with one arm and hiked for miles under the scorching sun until a family finally discovered him. Aron Ralston survived. He left a part of his body in that canyon, but he escaped with his life. A chilling reminder of exactly how far the human spirit will go to survive. If you found this story unbelievable, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We bring you terrifying true survival stories every Wednesday.